Who they be preaching about? If you see LT around, ballers bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Any, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back. I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains. I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them rap that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock. Now my life, son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph. I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the door and bought my neighbor's house. I done so many favors for some people. Feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. Hey, that's how I tease her. Been having my way since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a f*** how close wheels. You cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything. You don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them. Oh, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley. I'm tryna drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently. Now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down. Tryna show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn. We don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they could tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking them off, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a system on, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And incomplete on a deep ball.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis.
And it's 3rd and 4.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Matt O'Reilly now on to punt this one away. Hines now on the return.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And
And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting up third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Cook up the gut. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this a day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this returnable for Hines. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 60 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes the pick, and the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, it's Allen. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And the hook up to Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. Now it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way down inside the 5. first catch of the game. It's a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance.
Touchdown, Bills! Gabriel Davis from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Allen off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left,
more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Now is 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 21-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now Wilson. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. On first down, Allen. This is brought in by Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Allen going to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's going to go up top again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Wilson will throw again. Open man here is Conklin. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from them, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On play action, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up.
Touchdown! Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills are pouring it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So after the INT, it's Allen out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste a starter performance from these ace pass rushers.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Cook. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on 4th down. In this case, fearless wins.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They go play action now. Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a pickup of 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run again with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Hines.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're